Tribal review starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year, everybody. The Scholar Bowl team won their first tournament championship in school history. We'll have more details coming up on the show.
Also on the broadcast, we'll find out more about the new computer science class. All this and more coming up on Tribal Review.
Hey Fort Osage High School, I'm Levi Pruitt. January is Blood Donor Month. Celebrate this month by trying to donate blood in a blood drive.
And I'm Blake Pearson. Today is Thursday, January 11th, 2018, and here are the top school news stories.
Fort Osage A and B Scholar Bowl competed at the Lakeland Tournament January 6th. Fort Osage A swept the field going 8-0 on the day to win the first varsity tournament in school history. They never scored less than 410 points on their margin of victory was an average of 339 points. Dexter Wickham led the team by averaging 83 points per game and made the all-tournament team as the top overall scorer. Zach Belts also made the all-tournament team with 39 points per game. Fort Osage B finished 3-5 on the day, and fourth overall, Trenton Kiesling led the B team with 43 points per game and earned all-tournament team honor.
Seniors Alexis Cook and Trent MacArthur were named the December Rotary Club Students of the Month. Alexis is an A+ honor roll and an academic scholar all 4 years of her high school career. She wishes to pursue a career in politics and hopes to study political science at Truman State University. Trent has been Student of the Quarter and Student of the Year at the Fort Osage CTC and a member of the National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. He plans to use his fire and hazardous materials certificates. Eventually, he wants to go to school to be a paramedic.
Coming up next, we'll find out about the new computer science class.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time. Choose from a variety of fresh, great-tasting foods and custards to be prepared by their friendly staff. Let Culver welcome you to deliciousness. As Craig Culver has said, every guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
Welcome back. Computer science is the study of the principles and use of computers.
Sam Carlson finds out all the details about the new computer science class.
There is a new computer science class here at Fort, and Mr. Hodges is thankful that this came out of Project Lead the Way.
It started out that Project Lead the Way does biomedical science and engineering, and then they added a track for computer science, computer programming, and Kansas City area is a high need for it. Cerner and other businesses use computer programming all the time, so Fort Osage decided to start that Project Lead the Way.
Areas of computer science include programming and software engineering. Sophomore Cooper Snyder took a class in the fall and loves programming.
I've messed around with programming at home before and I liked it, so I decided to take a class on it to try and get better at it. It's a really fun class.
Computer scientists usually focus on hardware. Senior Dalton Proctor has a personal interest in computer science.
Communication skills are also an important part of computer science. I'm Samuel Carlson, reporter for Tribal Review.
Thanks, Sam. When we come back, we'll have more school news for you.
Toscano's is the best place to get a delicious Italian pizza. Choose your dough, sauce, and toppings to be wood-fired and served to you fresh. Let John and Kirk give you a taste of Little Italy at Toscano's, located at 312 South Hudson Street in Buckner.
Welcome back. Hey seniors, Missouri's priority deadline for the FAFSA is February 1st. You have less than a month to get it submitted. Apply now to be eligible for a part of over $150 billion in federal aid. Visit fafsa.gov to fill out your application today.
The Fort Osage cheer team is hosting a prep clinic at Osage Trail Middle School on February 21st from 3 to 5 p.m. The prep clinic is completely free of charge, no cheer experience is required, and 7th and 8th graders are welcomed. Motions, stunts, and jump techniques will be taught. Please wear athletic clothing and tennis shoes. All jewelry will need to be removed upon arrival. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Come to the Travel Park located in the Commons concession stand, where drinks are made fresh as soon as you order them. Prices starting at 50 cents to $1.50. Get any flavors from caramel, mocha, and vanilla for $1.50. For non-coffee drinkers, enjoy a tea, Gatorade, or apple cider for either 50 cents or $1. You can also get hot chocolate for 50 cents and add whipped cream to any drink for free. Come to the Travel Park from 7:05 to 7:30 every morning before school starts.
Welcome back. You may have noticed several faculty parking spots have been painted over the past year.
The National Art Honor Society has been personalizing the parking stalls as part of a way to raise money for various activities. Travel Review's Layla Dykes and Brielle Frenchin found out what it takes to paint a parking spot.
Most parking spaces were painted over the span of last summer. Ms. Manassas feels that this was a great way for art students to raise money.
For the painting parking spots, we were looking for a fundraiser that would tie directly to the art students and something they could participate in and actually raise some money, not only for field trips, things like that, but in the past, some of them are planning to go on the Disney trip. And so we're looking for ways for them to raise money.
1 gallon of paint cost between $15 and $30. Skylar Murphy loved painting Mr. David Moore's parking space.
I painted Mr. Moore's, a science teacher's parking space, and it was a Indian in a canoe rowing down a river, and in the background there was mountains and a sunset, and there was pine trees. It was really pretty.
One painted parking spot cost $50. Amber Lee believes that this experience was beneficial.
It's taught me that even though weather might be kind of cooler or maybe colder, and it will probably take you a long time, especially with how big these parking spaces were and how hard it was, but all that hard work will pay off.
Many students have said that brighter colors improve someone's day. I'm Layla Dykes.
And I'm Brielle Frenchin reporting for Tribal Review.
Thanks, Layla and Brielle. Zach Erickson joins us now with today's Indian Sports Report.
Thanks, Levi. I'll have the recent winter sports results coming after these messages.
Culver's welcomes you to deliciousness. Choose from a variety of options they have to offer, from strawberry shakes and root beer floats to grilled sandwiches and crispy chicken to be prepared by their friendly staff. Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time with their fresh frozen custards and butter burgers. Come into Culver's or pick up some carryout and let them serve you. As Craig Culver has said, every guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
Hey everybody, I'm Zach Erickson with today's sports report. The boys varsity basketball team competed in the William Jewell Classic over the winter break. The team lost their first game to Park Hill Trojans 68-63 in overtime on December 27th. The Indians also faced the Winnetonka Griffins on December 28th, winning in the last second 42-41 on sophomore Xavier Keobi's free throw. The team lost to Center in the Nelson Division consolation bracket 79-60 to take 6th place in the tournament. I'll be right back with more sports results in just a moment.
We can get a player up here.
Ah, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back. The boys varsity basketball team returned to the court January 6th to beat Truman on the road 72-75. Des Griswold led the team with 28 points and a perfect 12 for 12 from the field. He also had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Then the boys made it in a row with a dramatic 71-79 win over Kansas City Northeast in the first round of the Bulldog Classic. Des Griswold fed Ty Baker the ball for a layup with an 8 seconds left in the game to steal the victory. Griswold led the team with 18 points. Nick Dye added 12, and Tristan Turner put up 10 to help the Indians improve their record to 4-7 on the season. The girls' varsity basketball team started the new year with a road loss to Truman 79-48 on January 5th. The Indians were missing standout freshman point guard Kylie Flowers due to injury, but freshman Austin Moyes led the Indians with 14 points, followed by Chloe Harris finishing with 10. Then the girls' basketball team traveled to Kearney to start play in the Bulldog Classic. The Indians played the host team, Kearney, and beat them 46-32. Kim Miller led the team with 13 points, while Lisa Monday and Haley Chase each added 10 points. I'll have the rest of your Indian sports report after these messages.
There's always fun in store at Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Independence. Visit the store, choose, create, and celebrate your customized design on a wide selection of apparel and gifts. Your order can be printed and ready within 24 hours. Let Big Frog outfit you today.
Welcome back. The Indians wrestling team had an easy time defeating North Kansas City January 9th. The Indians completed 6 pins and a technical foul en route to a 71-6 victory. AJ Sanchez started things off with a 128-32 weight class with a pin in the first round. Roman Tinoco took a bit more time but pinned Nick Ward 1 minute and 17 seconds into the second period of 138-pound class. 145-pounder Lee Rodriguez won by fall in the second period with just 8 seconds left on the clock. Josh Noon went the full 3 rounds of his technical fall win in the 152 match. Jaden Richardson pinned Nick Garstang in 162 bout in 1 minute 15 seconds. Then Jake Jones made his varsity debut this season with a pin in the second period of 170-pound match. The night ended with 182-pound Chris Young pinning Ezra Ball in 35 seconds. All other matches were won by default. The Indians are now 4-1 in dual play on the season. Coming up on the Indian sports calendar for Thursday, January 11th, the varsity and JV wrestling teams face off against Liberty High School at 6 p.m. Then they travel to Jefferson City for a tournament on January 12th and the 13th. The girls and boys varsity basketball team hosts Winnetonka on January 16th. The girls play at 5:30 and the boys tipping off the 7 p.m. The wrestling team travels to Kansas City to take on Rockhurst and Ruskin at Rockhurst High School on January 16th, starting at 6 p.m. And then the Grapplers head over to Blue Springs for a duel starting at 6 p.m. on January 18th. KFOY Sports will bring you live coverage of the varsity basketball game against Winnetonka on January 6th. Log into NFHSnetwork.com to catch the pay-per-view events. That's it for Indian Sports Report. I'm Zach Erickson.
Thanks, Zach. Construction continues on the track, football, and soccer field despite the cold weather. Crews have demolished the press box and visitors bleachers along with the student section on the home side. Construction is scheduled to be completed by the end of the summer and hopes to host the 2018 football and soccer home games.
Seniors, the local scholarship application is now available on the high school's website at www.fortosage.net/page/237. There you will find links on the right-hand side about halfway down the page with instructions and the application. All applicants must be typewritten and submitted to Counseling Center no later than February 2nd, 2018.
Now it's time for this week's Tom Tom Talk.
I went out to see what some of your goals were for the 2018 year. It's a new year and a new you. I went around Fort Osage High School to see what some of your goals are for the 2018 year.
My 2018 goals are to do well in school because I want to be successful in life and I want to do well at my athletics to make my family proud.
My goals for 2018 are to get better grades so I can get into a good college and to be manager at my job because I like where I work and to be an A+.
My goals of 2018 is to graduate and to get in the college of my dreams.
To not have any mental breakdowns.
I would like to get a job and start driving and,
stuff and money and things. Yeah.
To drink more water so I can live a healthier lifestyle.
My goal is to run a faster time in the 400 during track this year.
My goal is to get to class on time and be polite to other students and to help other students if they need help.
My 2018 year goal is to have a good year and to graduate.
My New Year's goal is to get a 4.0 GPA. Reporting for Tribal Review, I'm Levi Pruitt.
Those are some great goals, Blake. What's your goal for the 2018 year?
Well, I think my biggest goal would have to be to graduate, Levi.
That is my goal as well. On this day in history, in 1973, baseball's American League adopted the designated hitter rule, which allowed another player to bat for the pitcher.
The ACT word of the day is eloquent, which is extremely expressive in speech.
Well, that's it for this week on Tribal Review. I'm Levi Pruitt.
And I'm Blake Pearson. From all of us at Tribal Review, we hope you have a great year, Indians.